Hi boys. First time?
Yes,
First time together.
Yep. James, sit down.
Is this the first time, boys?
It's the first time. Well, it's the first time I met Tom.
First time I met Max, yeah. I met you
Well,
once before in real life.
Yeah, then obviously I met Max when you came down and did some incredible photos of our party. And I was obviously trading NFTs. But then with you, Tom, it was like, hold on a sec. Could we create 10,000 lions with Tom for the Lions Barber Collective to raise the charity, some serious money for the charity? I thought the first thing to do, really, was get a developer on board that can do the whole job. You know, how the hell do you build an NFT?
Obviously, with these lions, they're all, even though they're all individual, they're made up of parts of a whole. So I'm creating sunglasses, teeth, hair, and they all come on separate layers, and then it's combined to produce it's generated. The artwork is generated as a generative artwork. All the layers are sandwiched together by a program which randomises it and works out the rarity.
These lions, I mean, obviously the first development of the lions, the way they evolved from those original sketches.
It's evolved.
Yeah, it's
definitely evolved, hasn't it? From the moment we met, and the moment we met at Torquay, and we had the first initial meetings with those companies and discussed what they could do, how they could do it, and even the ideas of what we were going to do, how it was going to look for the owners of the Lions Barbers. And now I think we've got a solid roadmap which creates longevity of the project, sustainability of the project. It's not just a quick flip and make money. And I've been in some discords of other ones where people have just decided they're going to make an NFT because everyone's making NFTs and they don't really know what they're doing, and they've gone really quickly, done it in like a month or so, and then it's just fallen off the edge of the world and they don't really know what they're doing. And I think we've taken a much different route because you've done so much research into it and ensuring the stability of the project moving forward. I think that's the difference.
You know, there are projects that don't have a utility, don't have a future. And with the charity side of it and the mental health and the community, you know, it's all about making sure that community is supported.
But you can see that in our Discord group that we've developed, and you can see that especially in the last few weeks as it started to grow, and the fact that people love being there, they want to be there, that people share stuff with each other. You got all the different channels that aim to support nutrition and mental health support. Also, we've got all of the signposting stuff on a global scale of what's available to people should they need it. I think there's something different about that, and I haven't seen anything else in my, I suppose, limited knowledge of NFTs, but since I've joined forces with you to do this, that is genuinely teamed up with a charity that's is coming from us three together and the rest of the team to create it, as opposed to we're going to do this and we've got an idea and we're going to donate some to something. Yeah. This is like, as a charity, we're part of this journey. We're, it's bloody Lions Barbers. Do you know what I mean? They are barbers that are lions. It can't be anything else. Do you know what I mean? But it's great. It's great for us as a charity to be involved in that. And for me, when you said it's a no-brainer to be involved in these different, new, exciting, innovative ideas, because I don't think there's any charities that I know of that I've worked with that are doing this in the same space. From my point of view, it's really interesting because obviously seeing Max's artwork be created and actually seeing the Lions Barber Collective take a different form, is really, really interesting for me. And I'd love to know more about why or how, or what your thoughts were along it, because I think they're just absolutely brilliant.
Well, when I first talked to James, I didn't really have a clear picture of what you wanted at all, really. I was sort of thinking, really, lions? They're barbers that are lions. I was thinking, how's that going to be good? I thought, how is that actually going to be something that people would want? So I wanted the lions to look pretty out there and different and
Like
confrontation.
barbers. Yeah, like the hair
barbers.
industry, yeah.
Well, that's right, because I thought, well, I can get away with it. You know, if you look like that, then surely I can make the Lions look pretty wild.
Yeah.
And then, you know, also my own history and sort of punk and all that kind of stuff that I grew up in the sort of 70s and 80s. And
I think you captured the hair industry beautifully. I think the
I didn't even know.
Of it. Yeah, I mean, diversity of it, the traits, the clothing, the hair, the
Tats,
the tattoos. I mean, barbers.
I had no idea.
People say to me, "Oh, you look like a barber."
Yeah.
I think, what does that mean? Unless I'm physically cutting hair whilst you're looking at me, how can I look like a barber? But it is kind of become its own subculture: tattooed, different haircuts, rings, jewellery.
You know, it starts with the artwork, and it evolves, and as that's evolving, you're investigating on where the funds are going to go, to support the charity. Obviously, we're going to be doing the $200,000 donation to the charity once we've sold the whole of the collection. So, we're going to make sure that everyone buys it.
Yeah, I mean, for us, if the $200,000 is like life changing for the charity, it completely will totally change what we do, how we do it. But we could have people to help us make sure that we become sustainable and taking all the opportunities that we have. We could train hundreds and hundreds of barbers or hair professionals in the Barber Talk, Hair and Beauty Talk, which would have reaches of thousands, potentially millions of conversations every year. Because that's another statistic: 72% of people who take their life in the UK have had no contact with mental health services in 12 months before they die. But they've probably had a haircut or a beard trim or a beauty treatment in that time. So I think the hair and beauty industry, the infrastructure we have, we're on every single high street. Everywhere in the world, it's accessible to go to a hairdresser's and a barber's, and it's non-clinical, non-judgmental, safe space where they can just go and have a conversation.
I guess some people, because it's that kind of not knowing how far you could go or what you should do.
Yeah.
Like, is it best not to say anything, to let them sort of work it out, or do you push and try and get information? And that's why training's so important, to actually know how to respond.
How would a barber shop or a beauty salon or a hair professional get in contact with the charity to get you guys on board with the training? How would they do that?
So if you are a barber or hairdresser or beautician, the easiest thing you can do is actually go onto the website and you can do Barber Talk Lite, which is a free 4 videos training session, probably take you 20 minutes, half an hour.
Okay.
And then you put your contact details into that as well, once you get a digital certificate and all the rest of it, and it's the basic start for the training. And then once you've got that, we've got your details and we can tell you about other things that are coming up, or you can contact us and ask if you want to be a volunteer, if you want to support the charity, if you want to do the training. You can do it all through the lionsbarbercollective.com website. I had someone actually I spoke to yesterday who completed that training. They messaged me to say that they had a client of theirs come in, and normally they're very bouncy, they're very happy-go-lucky, and they noticed that they weren't. And they said normally what they would have thought is, oh, they just don't want to talk today. But they said the awareness and the freshness of that training in their head made them think, I need to ask them a question. I need to ask them, how are you feeling today? You don't seem yourself. And they did, and this person said to them that they were struggling at work. They had a bad time. And he offloaded to them. And he said, then the guy, after he had his haircut, so he had a spring in his step as he walked out, and he was very positive. He said, I would have recognised something wasn't right, but I would have thought, oh, they're just not, they're in a bad mood or whatever. They would never have actually used that recognition as a prompt to ask a question. And that's what we're trying to do. You don't have to be a therapist or a psychiatrist or anything to help anyone.